pretty easy to tell what I'm doing. About 11 o'clock, I need to go check a pivot. And so I'm gonna just shut down here in a little bit. And then I'm gonna check the pivot. And then shut that pivot down. Better stop and tie a bale first. But I was able to bale half of this field on Monday. And then there was a little drizzle, so then they didn't combine. This is Wednesday, but they didn't start combining until late afternoon. But they got done this little field. So I came over about 9 o'clock and started baling. I was kind of feeling lazy, like maybe I would just wait till morning, but I had to watch that pivot anyhow, and you guys that watch me all the time kind of know I'm a little bit like, if there's work to be done, let's get it done. I'll sleep when I'm dead. So, beautiful straw. It's yielding really well. I bought this straw for lots of years. And it's all, you know, this is probably the best straw yield they've ever had for me. Like, another guy gets the barley straw, I just get the wheat straw. So, but I've been visiting with Kylich, that's Kai Farmer Man. If you haven't checked him out, check him out. He was doing some combining tonight at a neighbor's, so. But I guess while I'm dropping names on channels, if you guys haven't watched Bronx and Donks, you know, it's pretty good, pretty entertaining. If you're into cattle, if you're into horses, if you're into mules, if you're into mountainous terrain, they run them cows on some crazy mountains, and those mules they ride, holy heck, those things can out-climb a billy goat. So it's been pretty entertaining watching those guys. They got some really, really nice vlogs. It's pretty entertaining. They do little challenges of what mules can do, so if you're at all into equestrian or cattle or scenery or things in the US, agriculture in general, check them out. They're pretty fun to watch. I'm way behind watching my YouTube channels, but by noticing the views on the videos I put out, a lot of people are busy and not watching, so. And that's the season we're in, everyone's busy. But this is my last field of straw that I'm gonna bale. And then when these get home, I might try to buy some more straw, but I don't know if I'll get it done or not. Straw, there's people fighting over straw. Now the big hay guys that ship all over the world, now they're trying to buy straw, so they're outbidding everyone. You know, you thought it was bad when hay got to $150 a ton. Well, somehow I managed to flip my phone from video to picture, so I sat there in the tractor and talked to myself for 3 more minutes. I've just shut the pivot off, but there's no moon out tonight, but as you can see, there's enough lights around the countryside that you don't need a flashlight, that's for sure. So what I was talking about was that these big dealers have pushed the hay price up so much that, you know, you used to be able to buy standing hay for $50, $70 a ton, And now, last year it was $150, and now I've heard people paying up to $220, $250 a ton for standing hay. But it's the hay brokers that have changed it all, and now they're doing the same thing to straw. We have so many feedlots in southern Alberta that straw is worth big money, but now the hay plants are buying it and making pellets with it too, and compressing it and shipping it all over, and so making it hard to make a go of everything. So you won't be able to see Sniper, but he's with me. I got home and thought, heck, it's gonna be wet out to the field. Why would I want to drive? I got 2 feet in a heartbeat, and Sniper lives in his kennel unless he's with me. So I like to walk him as much as I can. Gotta keep him strong. So it's only, well, we only walk, I guess, 3/4 of a mile. So, and you're fat like me and need all the exercise you can get. But I know some people really hate nighttime videos I make, so I will shut you guys off and I'll bring you out tomorrow. I might go have a couple hours sleep and then go back and bale. So you guys take care, and instantaneously the next clip you'll be is sunlight. This is our last swath we're doing. I've got my dear spouse with me. We hauled beet pulp all morning, and now this is Saturday, 3 in the afternoon. So it shows that Wednesday night when I was talking to you last, I really should have just kept baling. So this should be our last bale. I'm gonna make it our last bale. You can show the pickup. Okay. It's so dusty. This is got lots of kosher weed in it.
And it's very bumpy.
It is bumpy, that is for sure. We came, when we come, about 2 hours ago, hour and 3/4 ago.
Yeah.
About 1:30, I guess. So, had I just kept baling Wednesday night, life would have been simpler, but we don't always make the right decision. We're gamblers. So, show the field over there. I'll do it. I guess that's just too noisy. So, better kick this guy out. So, this is on the other side of the main line pipe. So, there's the pipe that delivers his irrigation water to his wheel move sprinkler pipes. So, I'm gonna set these 3 bales over so that I don't have to drive around when I haul the other bales. The far bales you see are barley straw on the other side of that wheel line pipe. Those are not ours, that's another person's. So we're going to move these bales, take the baler home, come back. It's about a 12-mile drive, and we'll start hauling bales, but we might go do something first and do some visiting or something, but by tomorrow we'll be finishing the bales and getting them hauled home. But this is the last baling I should do this year. So it's nice to get that part done. The yield was really good here for bales. So normally I'm around 110. Last year we got 120 bales from like he just rotates wheat, barley, and canola. And so last year we did 120 bales from the same amount of acres, and this year we're 148. So pretty darn good. So we'll see you in a while, right?
That's right.
We are in Sunday now. So last night we did not get bales hauled. We had to go to the in-laws to look at the new flooring they had, and then I took Mama Bear on a date. After that we went for supper. So it's about 4 in the afternoon on Sunday. I hauled wheat pulp from the factory until 1 o'clock. So that kept me busy. So this is only the first load that we're hauling today. I'm unloading with the John Deere 7410 of my father's. I just took the center spike out of the, it's got 3 on the bottom. I put 2 on so I could do the big squares, and then I just take the center out and just do 2 bales at a time. I was gonna have my wife video this, but she went home to make my supper, so when we are hauling, so I strap bales more than enough when I'm hauling from other places, but this time I don't have to cross the highway. It's 12 miles away, but I don't cross the highway, and I've done this for 20 years where I just sneak home. So I just single row the top so that it kind of ties the bales, and so instead of hauling 34 bales, I haul 26. Because my trailer is just a tandem step deck, 48 foot. So if I had a 53 foot, I'd haul more. And one day I will have a 53 foot, but I paid so little for that trailer. It's crazy, and one day I need to put, you know, 15,000 into it, but for right now, I'm not going to do it. Wind's picked up, southern Alberta, that's normal. So I got a neighbor, he's combining dry beans. He's got 3 combines going, trying to get done. Like I said, the fellow that I get this straw from, he would prefer that it was gone immediately, so that's why I am hauling today. I guess you can see my reflection on the window. I guess I can't lie how fat I am. Oh, and the other part I figured out, I counted all my old bales, my carryover, and everything I got baled and bought this year, and we've got 600 bales between big squares and the round bales. We have 600 bales, and that was my goal. And so, like I said, if the right deal comes along, we'll buy more, but I'm not going to pay $120 a ton for straw if I don't have to. But if I can find some at $80 a ton, or if I can find some flax that someone wants to give away, or some bean straw, or anything like that, I will buy it up if I can. So, but I'm kind of boring you now, so I'll shut this down for now, and maybe I'll bring you out later today. See you in a bit. Well, this isn't later today, this is only about 5 minutes later, but I thought I would address why I put straw where I put straw. So you can see there's older bales right there, and then this is new straw, and then up there half a mile there's the big squares and another 100 round bales, and then way over there in my hay yard I got a couple hundred bales of straw there. And the reason I do that is I spread it out because I have insurance on the straw, but if someone comes and throws a match on it and lights it on fire on you, it's not all going to get burnt. Because if I have 200 bales here, 200 bales ahead of us, and 200 bales in the corner, if someone comes and torches a stack on us, we, are going to be in trouble for straw. But we shouldn't, if you lose 200, you won't lose 600. So that's why we do it that way. I have had a situation where we had 1,000 bales of hay and straw that were all stacked up together, and someone come by and lit it all on fire, and we lost it all, and we didn't have any insurance. So now I make sure that I never put it all together. It's always in different places. So it's not so convenient, but it's safer that way. I just thought I'd mention that. Got a load started here. So I put 18 bales on the bottom layer. Just trying to do things one-handed here. So, and I load 2 bales at a time. I load 2 bales at a time even when it's hay, but my bucket is wide, and if you just load one at a time, all you're doing is grabbing from one corner of the bucket. So especially on straw, it's not a big deal to just do 2 at a time. I don't drive real fast when I do, like, you got 2 hay bales that are 1,600 pounds. I don't zip along the field. So on my last, so everything's been loaded. The other 16 bales have been loaded 2 at a time the other way on the side. And then when I get these 2 bales, I just got to correct my steering a little bit. When I get these 2 bales, then I push them on this way, and all that just helps me tidy up my stack. I used to put them on right after the step in the deck. I used to just put the 2 more bales, or just put 2 singles on that way. But what I found is, if I did this way, then if you have any little imperfections and they aren't quite, spaced just right, then it worked out to just give them a shove. The sun is against us. You can see how hard it is to see that direction. By the next trip, the sun will be higher, but it is fall. It's 8:45. But I got here at 8 o'clock, and when you're by yourself, everything takes longer. I was hoping to haul yesterday, and we hauled 1 load, but then we had supper and then we went to town. There was a youth with our church. There was like a youth activity where they wanted parents to be there. So that kind of took the rest of the evening. And once you get in the mindset of that you're not gonna go back to the field, you kind of put up your feet, watch some YouTube videos before it's time to go back to town. That's what I did. I try not to make Sunday a complete work day, but I'm not afraid to work on Sunday. I said I was taught that working on Sunday was a pretty bad thing, but we always had cows, you always had to feed, you had to do everything, but you didn't do field work and go and bale hay and those kind of things on Sunday. But I always had to work an off-farm job, and I always worked Sundays. So, and then when you didn't have to work Sundays and you worked all the other days of the week, Sundays was the day you could get everything done. So it's kind of a bad habit I have. I just, when there's work to be done, I work. I try to go to church on Sunday and be a good boy, but I struggle with that when there's lots of work to be done. The guy that has the barley straw, I don't know if you see the John Deere tractor in the back, he just showed up with his tractor, and like I said, I've baled the straw from this place, and I've even just bought it when there used to be one guy that bought it off for 20 years before, and he baled it in big squares, and then we bought the straw then before. But same thing as we always got the wheat straw, because the barley someone had it locked up and they pay more money for the barley straw. So we always got the wheat. But anyhow, but even then, the owner, and I don't blame him, would get upset and wants everything hauled and gone. And I think I'm just going to drive that truck ahead. So the owner would want things. So I will guarantee you, if the guy that got the barley straw is here, is he got a phone call yesterday and got told to come and get those bales hauled. And like I said, I don't blame the landowner. He wants to get his stuff done, and he wants to chisel this before it's bad. And maybe he just, wants to see it all get hauled. We're the 23rd of September. Generally, we always get at least one snowstorm in September. It never stays very long, but they don't want to see it get snow and get wet or something and then carve up the field getting the bales. So I'll bring you out after everything's noisy and windy. So you get to look at that cool cab over truck. It works for me. So all the bales are grouped up now. So I'll run home and unload this, and then I'll come back and grab the last load. It'll be nice to get it done. So it's always fun. This part has a little rough spot in the end, and then it's pretty grassy on by the main line here, but you just bale her all. All mix. Not perfect, but better than having cold and wet and dirty cows. I'll bring you out after. I don't know if you'll be able to notice, but on the top there's that bale and then these two. And those were those last bales that we baled that were on the south end of the field that had all the kochia wheat in them. So I will guarantee you they are not perfectly dry, and I'm not scared about them starting the whole stack of straw on because of fire, because they spontaneous combust, but I'm going to put them on the outside of it just so that they're the first ones I use, because they won't keep next summer when it's at 40 degrees or 110 or whatever Fahrenheit. So that's what I'm going to do there. So I'm going to start unloading them, and but this is my last load. I couldn't really do too many videos loading and stuff. It's just by yourself, it's hard. I see that there's a bunch of tripods and different things you can get for your cell phone. I might try to get one of those. It's not too exciting to watch someone load and unload, but it's what I'm doing, so I'll bring you out again. I made it home. The straw adventure. I was gonna say done, but I just found out that my dad found some more straw. I don't know if I'm gonna buy any of it, but I'm gonna truck a bunch of it for one of my dad's friends. We're gonna try to do a kind of a swap deal where I find him straw and buy it and truck it to him, and then that old corn planter that I use that I don't completely own will become mine. So, but I gotta go walk and get my semi. Anyhow, this is a roping dummy that we have, just seen as we were walking by it. But you pull it with a quad or side by side, and I don't own one, but my dad has an old quad, so sometime when we have time we'll school some horses with this and we'll show you how it works. My father just bought that I guess this early spring, winter. So we'll show you guys at some time. Get these, well, I guess now that the fields are harvested, we could go ride horses out there, but kind of like when your boys are gone and those were the people that wanted to rope. It's not so easy to do it, but I might convince Robin or Jessica to pull it. We'll rope some, work on our horses. This is all pressed pulp. There's probably about $4,500 worth of pressed pulp sitting here. Sugar factory started up and I was able to get it at a better deal than that and just start trucking it home. So if you could smell it, oh man, she smells good. But anyhow, better go get my semi and bring it home. Gonna change oil on it. I was gonna hook the cattle liner up and get ready to start trucking cows. Jess and I are gonna bring home 2 pastures this weekend that are closer, and then the weekend after that we'll have a big roundup up on the blood reserve where we run cows, and the boys will come home for that one, and then I just haul just with my one semi, and I just truck till I get them all home. And then the week after that we'll do another roundup on the weekend again, and then one more after that, and I think we'll have cows home because I've already brought home some cows. So anyhow, it's not too exciting walking through the field, so I'm gonna let you guys go, I guess. So hopefully this isn't too long and boring, but be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe, and have yourselves a great day. Take care.